Welcome to Sakshi TV, Manasakshi. I'm your host Adit Digala, and today my co-host who is with me, Mr. Venki. Today we have three guests, Mr. Sai Teja, Mr. C. Venkatesh, and Mr. Tanvir. And we will be discussing about IPL and cricket in US and many more topics. So today I'll be starting off by asking a question to Mr. C. Venkatesh. So Mr. Venkatesh, why
Yeah,
is KXIP still backing up Glenn Maxwell, even though if he hasn't had that extraordinary performance, he hasn't been that X factor for Kings of Punjab? Why do you think the squad is backing him up?
because Glenn Maxwell is an all-rounder and he has lot more to offer other than his batting also because he can give you 4 overs and he's a gun fielder. So we have seen him bowl in the power play also and get some key wickets. So even if his batting is not clicking, he's of great value to the team. But it has been a long time since he made anything of some value to his contribution to the team. So I think they have given him enough chances, and even in today's match against SRH also he failed. I think it is time to replace him.
So, Mr. Venkatesh, this question's for you. So, as we all
Yeah,
know, Delhi Capitals is in a comfortable position on the points table. So, do you think it'll be the right thing getting Sandeep Lamichan back into the squad and back into the mix? As we all know, he's done a superb job for the Delhi Capitals last year, even though coming from a country from like Nepal. Do you think they should get him back into the mix just for a few matches so he can be the X factor, which everyone knows?
yeah, it's a good thing to have Sandeep Lamichhane in the 11, but at whose expense? Because they're all foreign players are well settled. Stoinis is their main all-rounder, and those fast bowling pair of Rabada and Enric Nokia are doing very well. And of course, Hetmeyer is also there. So they are finding it difficult to accommodate in the 11. They would love to have a wrist spinner because both their spinners happens to be finger spinners, Ashwin and Akshar Patel. So I would like to have a wrist spinner in the mix without any doubt. But it is very difficult because they have a settled lineup. See, batting wise, bowling wise, they have a settled lineup. And there's two spinners, finger spinners, are doing an excellent job, both Ashwin and Akshar Patel. No doubt they had a bad match today against KKR, but otherwise they have been doing very well. So it is becoming difficult. Like the case with SRH, they are finding it very difficult to accommodate a top all-rounder like Mohammad Nabi. Mohammad Nabi happens to be the number one all-rounder in ICC rankings as far as T20 cricket is concerned. But he's not finding a place in the Sunrisers 11.
True. Based on what you said, I agree with that. But there are a few other options where they can bring in Sandeep Lamichan back into the squad. As already compared in the points table, they don't necessarily have to get him for the playoffs. What they can do is that they can replace Anik Nokia with Sandeep Lamichan and they can get an Indian pace bowler like Mohit Sharma or Avish Khan replacing R. Ashwin. Or they have many other options where they get Ajinkya Rahane and Prithvi Shaw and replacing Shimron Hetmeyer, and you can get Sandeep Lamichan back into the mix. So they have many options. And based on what you said, you definitely want Anik Nokia and you want other players. But what I've seen that Delhi Capitals have replaced Anik Nokia with Daniel Sams before. So I feel they can do the same thing with Sandeep Lamichan. So one more question for you, sir. Do you think SRH is confident enough after the performance the other day from Manish Pandey and Vijay Shankar? You've seen that magnificent player because after the first two early wickets in the power play, Manish Pandey and Vijay Shankar did not have any pressure at all. So do you think that'll boost up SRH's confidence?
Yeah, definitely. Because SRH always been a team which is very top heavy. So only if the openers perform, then only they have been winning matches. But this was a rare occasion when both the openers failed, Bairstow and Warner both failed. But still they managed to win the match comfortably without losing any further wickets. So that will definitely give them a lot of confidence because all along it has been a problem for them with their middle order. But both Manish Pandey and Vijay Shankar has come up very well. And the inclusion of Jason Holder is proving to be very, very useful for the team because he's an all-rounder. He brings to the table so many things. He's a good fielder also because in spite of his big build. And it's very difficult to get back Williamson into the team again with Jason Holder doing so well.
So, Mr. Venkatesh, as we all know, CSK have not been having good days so far in this Dream 11 IPL, and they have not pulled off anything so far, anything spectacular as we all know the CSK. So, what do you think is the talk in the dressing room for the CSK with the coach and with the captain, with all the players?
Nothing much they can do at this stage. They are out of the race now. But I think nothing went right for them from the beginning when Suresh Rana withdrew. From that time onwards, they have been having problems, and they had to do an extra bit of quarantine. That also helped their. That also some lack of practice. It's an aging team, so nothing much they can do. What all they can do is to plan for the next season. So current season is almost gone for them, and whatever matches are left for them, they will be playing only for the sake of pride. So what they have to do is they have to plan the team for the next season, and they have to decide whether to have Dhoni as a player, as a mentor. So that also they have to work on that also. So it is very difficult times. These are very difficult times for Chennai Super Kings, I think.
That was brilliantly said because Dhoni's situation right now is very difficult, especially he expected CSK to win the championship this year, to be honest. So next question is that what was the thought behind replacing Prithvi Shaw today for Delhi Capitals? They brought in Ajinkya Rahane replacing Prithvi Shaw, being an amazing opener of Shikhar Dhawan. Why do you think they brought in Ajinkya Rahane instead?
Because Prithvi Shaw has not been performing. I think in the last 4 matches he had 2 ducks and 2 single-digit scores. So because he has not been performing well, Ajinkya Rahane is expected to be a solid opener. But somehow he also didn't click. He was given 4 chances so far, and in all 4 innings he failed. So that is a real problem for Delhi Capitals, who thus far were looking very good. But at the business end of the tournament, they are facing a lot of problems, particularly with the top order. So the team is not looking as strong as they were looking some matches ago.
That's true. And Ajinkya Rahane, as we all know, last year for Rajasthan Royals, he played very well and being an opener. So this year there was a debate on Ajinkya Rahane. If he was going to play those many matches for the Delhi Capitals, is he going to have the important role as he had for the Rajasthan Royals? He was a captain last year. And this year playing with Delhi Capitals, will he have the important role, that X Factor role? And as we've seen, Ajinkya Rahane also has been given an opportunity previously when Rishabh Pant was injured. But then also he wasn't able to perform well. And that too, he came into the power play only when Prithvi Shaw lost the wicket early. So Delhi Capitals do have that issue, which is worrying but still, Shikhar Dhawan on the other hand, he came back just from back-to-back centuries. And today DC collapsed and unfortunately could not win the match. So Mr. Venkatesh, do you think Shikhar Dhawan can take the orange cap from KL Rahul? As we all know, KL Rahul is in a comfortable position. But if Shikhar Dhawan gets 2 good scores in the next 2 matches, and if KL Rahul does not perform well, Shikhar Dhawan has the potential to take the orange cap. So do you think that'll happen, or will KL Rahul keep the possession of the orange cap?
I think Shikhar Dhawan is currently in a red hot form, but the thing is Rahul is a more organized player, more consistent than Shikhar Dhawan, and he has been doing well from the beginning of the tournament. So I expect Rahul to keep it because no other batsman has shown that kind of a consistency that Rahul has been showing. I think Rahul will retain that orange cap. Today he failed against SRH, but that was a rare thing. But generally he has been doing very well. Sometimes he is a little bit slow, but still because of that burden of captaincy, he is not scoring freely. But he has been very, very consistent. Most consistent batsman we have seen in the entire tournament.
That's completely true because even KL Rahul getting a burden of captaincy, as you mentioned before, it's someone like David Warner, as we all know. David Warner back then in India when he used to captain Sunrisers in 2015 and 2017, he still got the purple cap while leading the Orange Army. Even in 2016 also, he didn't win the purple cap, but he was second because during that season Virat Kohli was on fire. But David Warner is also one player who you can see can get the orange cap while getting the captaincy pressure. He's used to it. KL Rahul is his first time getting the captaincy pressure, so it'll take time for it. But still getting the orange cap, even during the pressure, is still one amazing thing in his debut season of captaincy. So one more question to you. You think Jason Holder is a good replacement for Kane Williamson, or should it have been Mohammad Nabi instead?
It's a very difficult thing to say because Kane Williamson, whatever chances that he has got, he has done really well. And Mohammad Nabi offers a lot more than just being a bowler. Just being an off spinner. He's a very good fielder and he can give you that finisher's role. I think presently Jason Holder has been doing well, and the pitches there are helping the fast bowlers. And he, being a very tall fast bowler, he adds a lot of value to the attack of Sunrisers Hyderabad. Because Sunrisers, after they lost Bhuvneshwar Kumar through injury, their bowling is lacking in experience. So he will definitely add to that. He will add a lot of experience to their attack. So presently, I think they should feel happy that to have Jason Holder in the team. But once Williamson is fully fit, I think they have to take a very tough call.
That's true, because now all the fans are loving Jason Holder. Jason Holder, to be honest, still hasn't got the chance to, and we all know how powerful he can be. Because of the ball, he's executing all the plans very well. And being the tall man, the West Indies captain, a lot of experience. You can see there's a lot of experience. And Sandeep Sharma also. So we see in the bowling attack, only Sandeep Sharma and Jason Holder are more experienced. Rashid Khan, he's not fully experienced, but experienced enough, you can say. So Mr. Venkatesh, on IPLT20.com, you can vote for the emerging player award, like who you think. There's some conditions. So who do you think will get the emerging player award? I already know the answer, so I want to know your opinion and if you get the answer correct, and why do you think that person will get the award?
My personal choice would be Ravi Bishnoi, because he's a leg spinner. He's been doing very well. He's still a teenager. But there are others who are in the contention. Karthik Tyagi has done well. And even foreign players are also available for this award. And I think Indian players usually get this award. My preference will be, my choice will be Ravi Bishnoi only.
Yeah.
I had a lot of expectations of Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill disappointed me a lot.
Shubman Gill has already won this.
He's already won that award, I think.
He's not allowed to win it again.
Yeah. But this year he has been a huge disappointment so far.
True. Shubman Gill not striking high. I know that's one issue. So the answer was Devdutt Padikkal. Devdutt Padikkal is on the poll, like vote with the most votes, 36% of the votes compared to all the players. Like there's I think over 30 players on this poll, and you can vote for anyone you want. And Devdutt Padikkal has 36% of the votes. And
it's a batsman's game. It's a batsman's game. Batsmen always get a lot of popularity compared to bowlers. Let's go with the bowlers.
So I want to ask you a question. Who do you think will be the turning point for RCB, Kohli or ABD? Because there's a huge debate on it. Because Kohli is one international superstar, and ABD is a superstar who retired from international but still rocks in the IPL. So who do you think is going to be the turning point, Virat or ABD?
I think we cannot single out one person because they complement each other. So there is a lot of bromance between those two. And they have a lot of mutual respect because both of them are equally talented. And you cannot just single out one person because both of them are very, very important. If RCB is going to win the title this time, for the first time, the contribution should come from both of them, not just one player.
Okay. So that's it for today's news. So me and Mr. Venki had really fun hosting the show. So thank you, Mr. Tanvir, Mr. C. Venkatesh, and Mr. Sai Teja for joining us on today's show. So that's it from us. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you everyone for joining us and then giving us. Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you everyone
Bye.
for joining. So thank you for watching Sakshi TV. Mana Sakshi. This is me, Adit Bikala, signing off.